YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and for today's video we're going to be taking a look at a Kingler Cramorant deck, or what I like to call the King Cram deck. So let's hop onto the deck list and I will show you what I am working with. So here is the deck list, and you probably have seen this deck list being played on a bunch of other channels on YouTube. You probably have seen other variants of this deck, like with Lapras VMAX or with the Deep Sea Kingdra. But I definitely wanted to try this version of the deck out. I haven't played a deck that relies on coin flips, so this deck is all about the coin flips. You have to be really lucky to pilot this deck. So let's take a look at some of the key pieces of this deck, and the first one is this Kingler V with the Falling Bubbles attack. For 1 water energy, you flip a coin, and if you get heads, you can attach 5 water energy from your deck to any Pokemon that you like. So it is a very important card to start off with. You definitely want to try and get this Falling Bubbles attack going turn 2, and definitely want to try and hit heads on it. And we have some ways to make sure that our luck is on our side with the Glimwood Tangle. So if you haven't known about Glimwood Tangle, it just allows you to reflip in case you don't like the results that you get. So Glimwood Tangle is a very key important piece. You want to try and make sure that you play this when you want to make those big plays like getting that 5 energy. But we also have the Kingler VMAX, which basically has the same attack with Bubbles Galore, but you don't have the coin flip aspect. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. You want to either use the Bubbles Galore so that you can guarantee the 5 energy, but you're also technically increasing the prize trade-off that you get with putting a VMAX in play, because most likely you're not going to want to attack with the Kingler VMAX. You could attach 2 energies to the Gmax Pincer attack, which for 2 water and 1 colorless, you're doing 240, but then you're also taking 30 damage to yourself, which then makes you more of a liability. So it's very tough to use this as an attacker. It's very much more so to get the energies in play. Now, we put the energies on the Cramorant VMAX because it has the attack Max Jet for 3 colorless energy. You're doing 80 times the amount of energy that is attached to you, but you have to flip heads for each energy to make sure that you get that damage. So this is a very risky card. It can whiff some of the knockouts, but if you can get enough coin flips, you can definitely take out pretty much anything in the game. It's not too hard to get a lot of energy on Cramorant VMAX, and we have some other ways to increase our damage as well. Now, it is worth noting that we do have the Cramorant V, which has the Spit Shot attack for 3 colorless. You can discard all of your energy and then hit something for 160, so it's not a bad attack to kind of pick off some of the things that are on your opponent's bench, but you essentially want to try and always go in with the Max Jet to take out some beefy VMAXs. Now, we are playing the Bibarel line, we are also playing the Lumineon line, and we're playing Manaphy. I put Manaphy in as a last minute addition just because when I was testing this deck, I played against like 3 Rapid Strike Urshifu decks back to back to back. So the Manaphy is kind of a must in this meta. Now, here is our spicy tech. It's not too spicy. It's not like a game-changing tech card. I just put it in just to see how it worked, but it's a Cheren's Care. So Cramorant is actually a colorless Pokemon, surprisingly enough, and it's not a water type, so we can actually use Cheren's Care to pick it back up if it has a lot of damage counters on it. I don't use this too often. I kind of use it as like a last minute save my butt kind of play to make sure that my opponent doesn't take 3 prizes, so that I can pick up the Cramorant so that it's not a liability, and I can put that energy elsewhere. I could power up another Cramorant slowly, or I can power up a Kingler VMAX if I want to attack with it. But I just have it in there. I thought I'd give it a try. It has saved me in a couple of scenarios, but it's not detrimental to the deck. I think the only addition or adjustment that I would make to the deck is play maybe 1 or 2 more Rhyhorns as opposed to 3 Melony. I think having the Rhyhorn as opposed to the Melony is really nice. Just sometimes you just need 1 card and it's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so adding 1 more Rhyhorn is probably best. Now, we do play the Choice Belt to increase our damage, and we also play the Double Turbo Energy, which does work with the Cramorant attack. So it basically adds on 2 more coin flips. It does reduce your damage by 20, but I like to think about it as it increases your damage by 60. So it is also a nice little addition to have. And we also play 12 water energy to increase our chances of always having an attachment, always putting more energy on the field. But that is going to be it for the deck list. Let us hop onto the ladder and I'll show you some of the matches that I got with this King Cram deck list. Oh my goodness, these starts are pretty bad. I mean, this one's not terrible, but it's not amazing, and it looks like we're going up against another Rapid Strike Urshifu, which is never fun. We do have the Manaphy, so hopefully we can try and get that at some point. Okay, Sobble start's not bad. I can work with the Sobble start. We'll do this. Grab myself the Kingler. We have one prized, and we have all of our Cramorant VMAXs, so we can do this. Go in with this attached balloon, and then work from there. Hopefully next turn we can grab a Cramorant so that we can start powering it up. That'd be nice. Ooh. Oh. So yeah, they can bench an Urshifu. Try and grab. What are they playing with? Oh, it's Sonia? Is it Urshifu? It's not Kyogre, because they wouldn't be playing a Sobble line with Kyogre. And I know Sonia works with Kyogre really well. But what could they possibly be grabbing? Sobble, Snorlax, okay. Those are good cards. I approve. Bench the Snorlax. So what could they be playing with Snorlax though? No, they're gonna retreat. Sobble, they're playing Dark Energy too. So it could be a Dark Urshifu deck with Galarian Moltres V. But I'm not seeing the Urshifu, I'm not seeing the Moltres either. And I don't know if that deck runs Snorlax. It could. I don't see why not. But it looks like they have a slow start, so that's going to work to our advantage, so we can actually switch and go into some more things. Ooh, I don't want to Lumineon, or I don't want to get rid of the Lumineon, but we're going to have to at this point. Yeah. Let's go research here. That's fine. We got the Cramorant, and we got the Choice Belt, but I don't know if I need it, per se. But yeah, let's do this. We'll just attach the Choice Belt to the Cram. We'll put the energy on the Cram. We'll retreat. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go Industrious Incisors for it. See what I grab off this top deck. We do get the Glimwood Tangle, which is actually necessary. I didn't realize that I probably have needed that. Let's retreat into the Kingler V, and then go just Falling Bubbles. And we got the head, so we don't want to reflip. So we are going to attach our 5 energy to the Cram, or do we go with this? Because they don't have anything in the active, I'm going to put 2 on the V, just so we can start attacking with it. And then, yeah, I'll put the rest on the Cramorant V. Because we can get that slowly powered up too. We have the Marnie, we have Cheren's Care, we have Research, we have a lot of things to help us. I definitely do want a Marnie next turn so that I can drop down their hand size, and then we can just start attacking. They're gonna definitely do the Drizzile chain. I'm just predicting. I'm just gonna see Drizzile, Level Ball, Drizzile, Level Ball, Drizzile. But we'll see what they grab. There is the first of the chain. We'll see what to do. Get them. Now I'm hesitant to see if I need to even attach the VMAX at this point. Doing 200 is still pretty good. They're gonna go with Quick Ball, so they're gonna get some more stuff on the bench. Still interested to see what kind of deck this is. It could be a Dark Box deck too. It could be running, you know, the Galarian Moltres, the baby Galarian Moltres. They're going Evo, or I'm assuming another Drizzile. There it is. So I do want to Marnie their hand size and then take out the Snorlax. Unless they retreat into an attacker, I think we're in a decent position to start getting powered up. We do need the Cramorant VMAX, but I'm not sure if I want the Kingler VMAX. I might just save that for later in case I need to take a big knockout. And they are playing Galarian Moltres V, so it does look like it is a Urshifu Dark Box deck. And they do have one Dark Energy in the discard, so they could attach through that. They have another one now. And yes, we are playing against an Urshifu deck, so we do need to get Manaphy. So I need to double check, make sure Manaphy's in the deck, and hopefully we didn't prize it. Now I feel better about discarding the Lumineon. We didn't really necessarily need it, but sometimes it's just nice for reassurance to know that it's in the deck. But yeah. So they have the Urshifu down. They're going to pop the Glimwood. So I do want to get another one set up. And they're gonna go scoop up a net. So they're actually gonna, oh, I thought they were gonna scoop up the Snorlax. No, they're gonna scoop up the Sobble, go with another Drizzile. No, they're not. They're just gonna go with Gourmandize, saving the Drizzile, which is nice. So now I can Marnie that back into their deck. We get another Cramorant V. Do I want to bench that? Yeah, I think it's fine to bench the other Cramorant V just in case. And then hopefully we can get Glimwood and we can get, well, we don't need Glimwood now, but I do want the VMAX and I do want a way to get Manaphy. So let's do this. We'll go Marnie now. We don't get the Manaphy, which is a little disappointing, but it's okay. Let's see, we have one more chance. Can the Bibarel get us a way to get the Manaphy? No, we get double turbo, but that's fine. We can just go in with Raging Pincers, take the knockout. Hopefully our prizes gives us something that we can work with. Now, I am going to get hit for 30 for my own attack. We do get the Glimwood, which is actually really nice. Now they can go in with Aura Burn for 190 and take the knockout. Yeah, they just need an attachment for turn and then they can actually get the knockout, and they do exactly that. So we desperately need, I mean, we have the double turbo, but we need the VMAX. We definitely need to get the VMAX so that we can start attacking. We do have Glimwood, which is nice. So hopefully the Melony can get us what we need. I still would like Manaphy on the bench just for reassurance too, because I think now they're gonna go in with the VMAX. The Urshifu VMAX? No, they're going with Inteleon, the Shady Dealings Inteleon. So they might grab it from there, who knows? But they are going to be able to take the knockout and take 2 prizes and be ahead. But if I can get the VMAX out, I can definitely take the knockout on the Moltres. I do want to attach the double turbo energy. Let's see, so they are getting the Evo and they're getting the Research, so it seems like their hand was in a bit of a dead draw. Well, not really, because they had the attack, but let's see what they're going for. Yep, they're gonna get the VMAX. But they already attached the Dark Energy to the active, so they're not gonna be able to get the Rapid Strike Energy on this turn, but they probably will get it next turn. So that's why we have one more chance to potentially go in for a Manaphy. Alright. What are they gonna grab? They grab nothing, so they're just standing out their hand. I mean, they were just gonna research anyway. They have Clara. Oh, this is probably... Okay, so I think I'm going up against the championship deck. So we'll see if we can win, because that deck is kind of scary. Because they have access to Galarian Moltres, the baby version, so that can definitely take a knockout towards the end game. So we want to try and make it so that we take our prizes strategically. They're gonna scoop up, probably pick up the Shady Dealings Inteleon, and bench that, go in with Drizzile. Oh, this is not good. Because they're gonna take 2 prizes here. But if I take the 2 prizes afterwards, then I am down to 3 prizes. And then I'm seeing how much damage they do. I think they do 150 plus 20, so they'll be doing 170 with the Galarian Moltres. So they'd have to kind of go in with the Urshifu. Let's go with the Bibarel. See what I grab. Okay, we got the VMAX, so that's good. So I can do this. I can go in with the double turbo. Now here's the thing. Do I go in with Melony and increase my chances of taking out this Moltres, or do I just go in and attack the Urshifu? Because this thing was just gonna keep harrying itself, but to be fair, this thing, if I can get the Manaphy out, it's only doing 120. Maybe with Telescopic Sight's doing 150, but with this, Aura Burn's doing 190, so it's going to hurt me a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna just try and go in with the attack on the Galarian Moltres. That might be best. Hopefully we can get some way of getting Manaphy. No, no way of getting Manaphy. Let's go Melony here, attached to this. We get Evo Incense, so let's actually do that. I can thin out the deck. We do have Manaphy in deck, so we have to desperately try and get it. I will now retreat, go in with the Cramorant VMAX, and then just go in with Max Jet. I'm not sure entirely how much I need, but definitely 4 heads is enough. 5 heads, 6 heads, that's definitely enough. We'll take the knockout, do 490 damage, and take our 2 prizes. Hopefully we don't see that Galarian Moltres pop out of the woodworks. We do have Boss, so if I can survive an attack, then we should be fine. I can just kind of power up this Cramorant in the active and then just go in on that Urshifu with our Boss. Hopefully they don't have Marnie in hand to kind of thin away my deck, or thin away my hand, because we do have 2 bosses. I haven't discarded the other one, so it's still somewhere in there, but we also have both of our Melonies. Okay. They're gonna go in with the Inteleon, Shady Dealings, grab some more cards. I'm just curious as to what they're planning on doing. We don't have game because we could flip, 8 tails. We could flip 16 tails, but the odds of that happening are very unlikely. If they do Marnie my hand, it's going to be a rough ride. Or if they don't, we potentially have game. Because we can attach and then hopefully try not to hit 18 tails, right? Because we're at 8 now. They are going in with the Galarian Moltres, or at least they're having it in the hand. So they might power that up now. And they're going with energy retrieval. Yep, so they could smack me with the Galarian Moltres, which is fine. They're not gonna get the KO, I don't believe, because for 3 prizes, they're only adding on 150 and then plus 20, so they're only doing 170. And they're going in with Raihan. Okay, so we potentially still have game in hand. I think we're gonna be okay. Because either way, they could either switch into the Galarian Moltres, hit me for 170, or they can go in with the Rapid Strike Urshifu and hit me for, at max, 150 if they get the Telescopic Sights, maybe even 180 if they have Passimian. But they can take out the Bibarel. They're not going to boss up this Cramorant, so I'm not worried about that either. They could have Rope. And if they have Rope, if they get Rope off of this, that could be a little bit annoying, but they'll just take out the Bibarel, which is fine by me. I still have my Boss in hand, so like I said, or maybe I said it, I probably said it in another video, but maybe that didn't make it through in this video, but pretty much most games just come down to if the opponent has Boss, right? It's just, you could play perfectly well, and as long as they have like 1 Boss, they could, snatch up the game. But I think we had a pretty decent start. We definitely started off with the Kingler. That was nice. We didn't evolve into the Kingler VMAX, so they didn't take an extra prize. So we're kind of safe there. Even if they do somehow get the KO on this Cramorant VMAX, I mean, we do have another Cramorant in the bench, but it's not going to really do much for us without any energy. But yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. They're gonna hit us for 150, 170, and yep, we're just gonna boss. Hopefully, luck is not going to destroy us. We do have the Manaphy, so we can drop that down for insurance. We'll attach another energy, and we'll just go boss up the Urshifu, go in with a Max Jet, see if we can get the damage. We got 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads, 5 heads. Yes, that is going to be enough to take the knockout on the Urshifu VMAX, and then we take our last 3 prizes. Finally, a good match against Urshifu. This deck is super luck reliant, so if you can get the perfect start with Kingler, if you can get enough energies on a Cramorant, if you can get heads, then you are pretty much sitting pretty, but if you don't get any of those things, it is a little bit dicey. Alrighty. We won the coin flip. Hallelujah. We get to go first. Hopefully we can start with the Kingler. Okay, we do have Kingler. I'm not gonna put the Lumineon down. I almost was about to. Okay. Just thinking, we're all weak to lightning. Oh, there's crushing hammers, there's double turbo. Maybe we're up against Whimsicott, potentially? Okay, we have quick ball, that's good. We are up against Whimsicott. This is gonna be hard. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quick ball one of the water energies, grab myself the Cram, put that onto the bench, and then attach the water energy to the active. Now, good thing about this is we don't play any special energy, so I'm not worried about the Trick Wind kind of messing us up there. But if they're playing for Crushing Hammers, that's going to be really hard to deal with because we want to keep a lot of energy on our Cramorant V in order to attack. And they are going to just do Path to the Peak. Now we can go ahead and start evolving into things. I'm going to evolve into this. I'll evolve into this. And then I'm not going to put the Lumineon. I think we just go with Melony here. Attach it to attach it to the bench. That's fine. We have Glimwood. We could use Glimwood. And what I'll do is I'll attach the water energy here and then just go with Bubbles Galore. I'm going to attach 2 to the active and then the rest of the bench, because then we can still attack with Kingler VMAX. We're not going to be, you know, what am I trying to say? We're not gonna be stuck in the active. We do have Switch, so we could have switched potentially. I'm gonna save the Switch just in case if they do hammer some energy off my Kingler VMAX, I can switch and start attacking with the Cramorant too. I also have to be careful of their Fluffball VSTAR power, because then they can potentially snipe some things on my bench. So I'm hesitant to put the Lumineon down. Doesn't matter. Hopefully we can get another Glimwood when we attack. That way we can potentially get a 1-hit KO on the Whimsicott, but they don't have an energy attachment yet. They opt to get another Whimsicott, so they are actually a little bit behind in terms of getting that attack going, which is good. It's very helpful for me anyway. I could boss up the Whimsicott on the bench. I'm doing 240, which is unfortunate. I want to do a little bit more, so hopefully we can try and get a Choice Belt. I could put this down. I could boss, actually. They did attach to the bench. Yeah, I think this is the perfect time to go for boss, because I do want to save this Bibarel for next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boss up the Whimsicott on the bench, and then let's just go with G-Max Pinsir and take 2 prizes. We're going to take 2 prizes either way. We might as well hit the one with the energy. So we'll take those prizes. We get water energy, which is nice, and Ultra Ball, which is pretty good as well. So next turn, we're going to go in with Bibarel. They put the double turbo on there. Oh, never mind. We lose the Bibarel and the Ultra Ball. That's unfortunate, but let's see what this new fresh hand gives us. Okay, we have Quick Ball. That's still going to be useful. As long as we can get a Choice Belt somehow, that'll be, or yeah, Choice Belt, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we can get the Choice Belt, we can take the KO on the Whimsicott, and then they'll be kind of fresh out of luck. Now, they did get their Bibarel line going, so they're gonna be able to draw into more cards. There's those hammers, but they are flipping tails, so very unlucky for my opponent right now. Now, what I can actually do is I'm gonna go with the Glimwood. instead of attacking with the Kingler, what I can do is actually go in with the switch. So I'm going to switch in here. I'm going to go with the Marnie. See if I can get the Bibarel. Hopefully I can try and grab some extra energy. Maybe a double turbo energy would be really nice. So I'll go with the Evo Incense, grab the Bibarel, slap that down. I can put the balloon there, and then let's just see if we can grab anything. A choice belt or a double turbo would be nice. No, we don't get any of those, but we can slap down another Bibarel, and another Cramorant won't be too bad. I think we have our attackers set though, so let's just see how much damage we can do with Max Jet. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, we're gonna definitely flip that again. Oh, what is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we get 2 at least. That's fine. We can at least, you know, go in and attack again. Even if they do hammer us, we have Melony to reattach some energy and then draw into more cards. We even have Cheren's Care if they do a lot of damage to us, but I'm not too worried about that. They're gonna put down another Whimsicott, so potentially they might be trying to power that one up. I'm gonna actually ditch the Cramorant. I'm not gonna be able to use it really. And they just put the double turbo on the bench, so they're not really getting an attack off, which is unfortunate for this Whimsicott deck. I think they're just fishing for hammers to try and slow me down, but Kingler VMAX just accelerates so much energy that it's going to be very hard for them to prevent me from getting an attack. And yeah, so we're going to be able to knock out this Whimsicott in the active, hopefully. We'll see. So I'll attach the energy. I don't want to use Marnie just because they didn't really do much with their hand. They might be searching for a... Well, actually, I don't know. They're probably searching for a VMAX. They might, or not VMAX, VSTAR. They might already have it. So it could be in my best interest to Marnie. But we have the double turbo, so I'm not too worried about it. We have a pretty good setup going. We don't need too much. 3-4 heads will definitely do it. So we take the knockout on the VSTAR. So next turn, they need a energy and a VSTAR. We do get a Cramorant and we get another double turbo. So we can attach more double turbos. If they don't evolve, we just switch and take game. But if they do evolve, we could try and fish for the choice belt, because the choice belt's gonna make it so that we guarantee the knockout with Kingler VMAX. But yeah, and they just concede. It was a pretty dominating win. They weren't really getting what they wanted. They didn't hit the crushing hammers, even though it probably would have been to our benefit because of the Melony. But yeah, the luck was definitely on our side and not on theirs. So that's going to be it for the video. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this King Cram decklist. I had a lot of fun playing with it. It is very much a go all in type of style of gameplay. So if you are very lucky, then I highly recommend this deck. But if you are not, definitely stray away. But that's going to be it for the video. If you liked the video, then hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and ring that bell to be notified for next week's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later.